Hello everybody. It has been a long time since I vlogged. I thought today would be a fun day to pick up the camera. So it's about almost 10 o'clock this morning. I'm just having a tea. We've cleaned up the house because something very exciting is happening this morning. My midwife is coming. So this is my first midwife appointment. I actually didn't know this was happening until yesterday, which is super cool. I just love it. All of my prenatal appointments will be happening from home. My midwife will come to us, which is just so amazing. My midwife worked for basically like a different agency when I had Grayson, and she wasn't able to come to home visits because we lived a little bit too far away, but now she is because there's no distance requirements. Grayson's doing dishes, sorry. There's no distance requirements for this agency, so she's able to come to us, which means all my prenatal appointments are happening at home, except for probably like when I go check my blood levels and for my last ultrasound in July. And unless anything else comes up, that will be the only times I have to leave my own house for my prenatal appointments, which is just amazing. I feel so lucky. So I'm so excited. I haven't seen her in like 8 years. I am so excited to see her again. Me and my midwife hit it off super, super well. Like we just connect as people. And so I couldn't ask for anybody better to be overseeing the birth of this baby. I'm excited for her to see Grayson. She hasn't seen him since he was 6 weeks old, and Mackenzie since she was 3. So I'm just super excited. It's going to be a great morning. I'm feeling really good. Yeah, but I just wanted to start the vlog and say hello, and then I'll let you know how the appointment went. Maybe I'll try and get a little clip of us getting the heartbeat on the Doppler if we can get that this week. So, because I'm 10 weeks and 2 days today. So hopefully we should be able to hear baby on the Doppler now. So yeah, I'm really, really excited, and I'll update you guys when we're done. Hey guys, it's actually the next day because I'm bad at vlogging. I don't know how to vlog anymore. And I didn't pick up the camera again. I had a nap after my midwife left, and I think that just kind of like made me forget. So it's the next day. Sorry, Finn is like almost deaf, and so he thinks he hears stuff, or like he thinks he should bark sometimes, paces and gruffs like that. It's quite annoying because I can't, Finn can't hear me. Anyway, I put in the rest of my garden today. I didn't film because I just had some energy and was like, let's get this done. This is the latest I've ever gotten my garden in, and it actually kind of worked out because it's not because I'm pregnant, but it's because our spring has been super cold. We've had frost warnings up until like 3 days ago, and it's almost June, and so I was like, I just need to get this in. I have a few plants to buy, but I'm kind of grateful that it's been such a cold season because it gave me so much time with being pregnant and like having morning sickness. I had a big grace period because of that, because normally I would plant Mother's Day weekend. Yeah, it just wasn't, it was way too cold. Everything would have died. So I planted today, the rest of it, because it's too late. It needs to go in. It's almost June. Excuse you. I'm eating my snack. Out. Out. I love you, but this is my snack. Out. Having a snack, as you can see, this is like so unhealthy, but it's total nostalgia for me. I used to eat I think I learned how to eat this with my dad when I was little. It's just like bread with peanut butter and brown sugar sprinkled on top. I don't know if that's weird, but it's something like that my dad and I would eat when I was little. And so every once in a while I'm just like, oh, I really need that. And I just had like a random, like I needed a snack, and I was like, I need that snack right now. My diet right now is like totally trash still. Right now I'm focusing on, so this is my second week of feeling fine. I feel almost completely normal. Like I almost wouldn't know I was pregnant if I didn't have a bump. And once in a while, like sometimes in the morning, a couple things will make me gag, but I don't throw up thankfully anymore. So besides that, like I feel super lucky that everything just like subsided at 9 weeks. But I lost a lot of weight. If you saw my pregnancy update, my 9-week pregnancy update, I mentioned that I had lost like 10 pounds in a week and a half. So right now my focus is just trying to get my calories back up, and then I'll start focusing on my nutrition. I went from eating like less than a toddler while I was super sick to like now I'm trying to work back up to my typical calorie amount, plus I want to add to that because I'm pregnant. I track my nutrition so that I know what targets I'm hitting for vitamins, minerals, protein, things like that. So right now my focus is just like eating and getting my calories back up because I don't want to lose any more weight. I am still at a much lower weight than I thought I would be right now for feeling better for 2 weeks. So like I'm just focusing on calories right now. And then hopefully I'll be able to start, as time passes, I have less and less food aversions. So I'm hoping I'll start to be able to eat like 2 eggs a day again and bring my protein needs way back up, because I'm getting like half my protein requirements that I set for myself right now. And it's just like, ugh, but I'm just giving myself lots of grace and just like, okay, let's just focus on calories, get enough calories. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm getting closer. I'm getting there. Sorry if that's boring, but I have had a few questions about like, how's food? If you hear that, the kids are playing games upstairs together on the Switch. We moved the Switch to the bedroom so that I could play and Cody could come play with me while I was sick. Because at one point, it was the only way I could eat food, was I would play something on the Switch and eat while I played, because it was distracting my brain enough that my brain was like too busy focusing on what I had to do in the game to focus on the fact that I was eating food. Weird, but it worked. But I had my midwife appointment yesterday. So mostly, this was my first midwife appointment. She came to the house. All my appointments are going to be at the house. I will be going to her office once sometime in my pregnancy just so I can meet the other midwife, which I'm super excited for, because the other midwife that is going to be on during my pregnancy, I'm pretty sure is the midwife that trained my midwife. So this is like really special. She's really close with my midwife. And I'm really excited to meet her because I love my midwife to pieces. Like, we just get along so well as people. Like, we just really vibe. So, I really couldn't ask for a better midwife and like birth team. I'm just so stoked. It's so wonderful. Like, when you love your birth team and you feel so comfortable and confident with them, the world just opens up for birth. Like, it's so amazing. So yesterday was mostly chatting and talking about some plans, catching up. We haven't seen each other in 8 years. Mostly just like talking and checking in with like how I've been and any concerns, things like that. We did try to listen to the heartbeat, but it was too hard to find because it's too early. I was 10 weeks and 2 days yesterday when we had my appointment. So that's really on the early side, because baby is so small that there's so much space for baby to like hide at that point. And with a Doppler, you have to be right on the money to be able to hear the heart rate. So we like, she thought at some point she could kind of hear it in the background, but like she couldn't get it, which is fine. I'm not worried about it, which is like, it's just so nice. My midwife is so awesome. She was like, if you're worried about it, you can go for another ultrasound. Like, if you want, like, just let me know. You say the word and you can go for it. I'm not worried about it because I know it's early. Maybe it's like a third baby thing, but I'm just like, no, you're not having this. Out. You're being rude. Out. I just am trusting the process this time. You know, I've done this twice, and Grayson's birth taught me a lot, and I'm just trusting my body to do exactly what it's meant to do. I'm trusting my baby. I'm trusting this whole process, because there's nothing else I can do but trust, right? I could be worried about things that I don't need to worry about, or I could trust the process. So I'm choosing the line of trust and chill and calm, because I'm just going to have a calm, peaceful pregnancy, a calm, peaceful birth, so that this baby can just be brought into the most calm, loving, and peaceful environment possible. So we will check again. We should be able to hear at my next appointment. So I'll see my midwife every month until the last trimester, or no, until like the last stretch. And then I see her every 2 weeks. So I think I'll be seeing her again at like 14 or 15 weeks. That's a month from now. And we should easily be able to hear the heartbeat then. And then I don't have another ultrasound planned until July, the end of July, and that will be the anatomy scan and finding out the sex of the baby, which is super exciting. We don't have a feeling either way. Like, I can't decide. I don't have a feeling if it's a boy or a girl. I don't know. Like, nobody in the family does yet. Even my midwife is usually really good at calling this, and she's like, I don't know yet with this one. I'm not sure. So we don't know. We'll see. I don't care either way, right? We have one of each. I'm just so happy to be pregnant and have this baby. And you know, all the old wives' tales and stuff like that. Like with Mackenzie, my morning sickness was worse. I craved sweets. It was like pretty don't mind the sounds. It was pretty standard to like girl midwife or what I always call them midwives' tales for some reason. Old wives' tales. And Grayson was similar. My morning sickness was done by 10 weeks. I craved tomatoes with him, and they stuck to like pretty on the nose wives' tales. And with this one, I feel like it's a total mixed bag. I love tomatoey things, but I'm also a huge sweet fanatic right now. Like I naturally have a pretty decent sweet tooth, but I'm definitely like, even through morning sickness, like baked goods sounded delicious at all times. I could eat a cupcake at any given time. So it's really weird. Like my morning sickness was almost as bad as Mackenzie's, but it ended earlier than Grayson's even. So I don't know. It's a mystery. We talked about a little bit about things that happened in Grayson's birth, how we're gonna prepare. We're both really chill. Like we're prepping for a home birth, and she's approved us for a home birth. I'm a really great candidate, and so long as my pregnancy continues low risk, which I don't see why it shouldn't, we'll be able to birth at home. So, but like I'm super chill and she's super chill, which is really nice because we're just like, hey, like of course if something changed and we had to change the plan, we'll change the plan, but like we're not gonna worry about it because we're not, worry makes you suffer twice. So I'm just gonna be relaxed about it, and we're gonna think good, positive thoughts, and we're just gonna keep it super positive up in here. And we're planning for a home birth, so a home birth we shall have. We talked about like just kind of the general plan, where in my house I want to give birth, things like that. About like if something should happen, which hospital I would choose to transfer to. Just like chatting about things like that and kind of getting the ball rolling of like starting to think about stuff like that. So we did that. I found out that I'm able to get my birth kit from my midwife, which is nice because I thought I would have to go through a third-party company. So it works out to be cheaper for me, which is nice. Everything was just really good. I have no complaints. Again, I feel so myself. I feel so ready. I can feel myself transforming. I can feel the growth, but this just feels so perfect. Everything feels exactly as it, like, I don't know how to explain it. It just feels like everything is happening in exactly the way it's supposed to happen. And it's a really lovely feeling. But it was really awesome to see my midwife after so long. So yeah, all good news. I just wanted to give you guys an update and let you know. I wasn't sure if we were going to be able to find the heartbeat at this appointment with the Doppler. So if we would have, I would have like put a clip of that in, but my midwife is pretty cool with the fact that I filmed. So, I mean, I'll have to like double check with her if I want to like film an appointment, but later in the pregnancy, I'm sure we'll get some footage of like some of my appointments because I think that's cool. Okay, my kids came down and are being crazy, so I'll see you guys in a second. But yeah, I just wanted to update you on how my appointment went, and it was really good, and I'm really excited for the next one. Bye-bye. I just feel already that this pregnancy is going to pass super quickly. One being it's my third, but just the season that I'm pregnant in, the summer always goes by so quick here because we have such a short summer, and like it's gonna keep us busy. And then we've got like Thanksgiving right away in October with Mackenzie and Cody's birthday, and then it's like Christmas prep and baby prep all at once. So I just feel like it's going to be so quick. So I'm trying to document as much as I can because I really want to be able to look back on these memories of growing our final little bean. And yeah. Okay, I'm gonna let you go, and then I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. I'm gonna go eat the rest of my snack. All right, hey guys, I'm popping in because I decided to just make this vlog my 10-week update, just a really casual one, because I'm now 11 weeks and I realized I didn't film like a 10-week update. So that was me talking about my midwife appointment, and it went really well. It was so nice to see her. So I figured I would just add on a couple little things, and then we'll just call this my bump date for the week. And then I'll remember I need to pick a day to film these because I don't want to film them like at the beginning of the week. I want to film them kind of at the end of the week so that I've had the whole week to like report on. So now that I'm 11 weeks, I feel like filming my 10-week update. I'm a little late though, like I'm 11 weeks and a couple days now, which is just crazy. It's going by so fast. But 10 weeks went really well. I was talking a lot about food and how I was starting to feel better. I had some dips and rises in energy, like my energy was going back to normal, but still like tired, still required a nap some days. On days I didn't have a nap, I really felt it. At night, I've been sleeping really well. So that's been like one huge thing I didn't mention, I don't think, in my other update. My sleep hasn't been disturbed at all, even with like the terrible morning sickness. Almost makes me want to gag thinking about how bad it was. Even with all of that, I slept so well, and I'm so thankful for that, because I know I would feel so much worse if I hadn't just like slept like a freaking log every night. So I sleep really well. I've started getting up to go to the bathroom sometimes. If I drank like a ton right before bed, I will get up once or twice in the night. So that started. I'm still just working on like the weight thing. I still haven't gained any weight. So I know that's fine, and I know that's normal. I'm not worried about it. It's just something I'm really just trying to get back up to what I was eating before. And that's my biggest goal right now, and slowly starting to incorporate like my vitamins and stuff again, because I couldn't keep anything down. There was like not a hope that I could keep even a single vitamin down. I maybe would have started taking my prenatals because I was eating such crap while I was so sick, but like I couldn't handle them. That I would immediately throw them up, like terrible. So thankfully those days are behind me, but I will say that there was a couple of days, I think it happened once at 9 weeks, at the end of 9 weeks, where I got sick. It happened at 10 weeks. I said I was feeling really well and I had stopped getting sick, but like that weekend, I got sick 2 mornings, but just once, and it was fine. But it was so much more manageable. I imagine that's what normal morning sickness is like for most people. I now understand that despite my best efforts, like I focused my nutrition on pregnancy and everything for a year and a half to try and avoid really severe morning sickness, and nothing I did, nothing I took, nothing helped. I'm just one of those people that get like really severe morning sickness, and that's just how it is. It's fine. It's definitely impacted my decision to like make sure, or like for this baby to be our last baby, because I could not do that with a toddler. I could not. I think the only reason I was able to do it with a toddler when I was pregnant with Grayson was, 1, Grayson's pregnancy, like his morning sickness wasn't as bad, and 2, Mackenzie was like just a different kid. Like she was, I don't know, she was like a supernatural toddler. And I don't think I would get that lucky again, you know? So yeah, I've just kind of accepted the fact that that's how I experience pregnancy. And although like after the morning sickness passes, I have really beautiful pregnancy, that first chunk is so hard that it affects me so much that it's just like I physically can't do it again. So as much as like, oh, that sucks, it's like, does it though? Not really. I don't want to be that sick again. So yeah, I got sick 2 mornings, but it was much more manageable. Like I could eat after, I could like, it was more like, but it hit me out of nowhere. Sorry if you like don't like talking about sickness. I just want to talk about my experience so like other people maybe have something to relate to. but it would just like hit me out of nowhere. I'd be in the kitchen and all of a sudden I would just like gag, and then I'm like, oh no. And then it would just like be out of nowhere for no reason. And then after I was fine and I could like go about my day and function. And that just wasn't the case before, so that was much more manageable. And I think I'm past it, hopefully. With both my other pregnancies, like morning sickness went away, and then I had gotten sick like once or twice after that in the following weeks. So I don't know. Hopefully that's the last of it for me. I am happy to report that in week 10, I've been progressively getting much better. I'm excited to share with you guys like week 11 when it's fully done, because I've already been experiencing different things, so that's good. Let me show you. It's technically an 11-week bump. I feel like it was almost bigger at 9 weeks. I don't know, maybe not, but I just feel like I haven't gotten that much bigger in the past couple weeks, which is normal because I'm very early still. But I think it's just because I lost so much weight and my body's just like kind of waiting to gain it back. I'm not sure. So yeah, 10 weeks really went really well, really smoothly. And seeing my midwife was amazing. And yeah, I'll give you guys more updates next week. So I'll show you my bump, but I'm gonna say goodbye to you guys. I hope you enjoy this kind of casual vlog style bump update, and we'll see you early next week for my next one. Maybe I'll release them on Mondays. Maybe we'll do like a Monday bump day, because I turn my next week on Sundays. So maybe that'll work. I'll film it maybe on Sundays and then give it to you guys on Monday. Maybe that's what I'll do. Okay, let's look at the baby bump. Maybe I'll give you this side because I'm like at a weird angle, but there, I was gonna say there she is, but I don't know. I don't want anybody to think that I think it's a certain thing. I just meant me. Everything in my body is a she, so yes. There's the bump. Happy little baby bump. Okay guys, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in my next one. Bye!
And I knew it would catch up, and that we would be the ones left behind. The stories I've been told, they never seem to leave my mind.